14 important health benefits of vitamin B12 and how to prevent a deficiency. 1. Builds red blood cells. Vitamin B12 is a water-soluble nutrient found in many different foods, particularly red meat, fish and shellfish. This is very important as it helps your body to build red blood cells, which carry oxygen and nutrients to all of your cells and organs. 2. Making DNA. You also need a good amount of vitamin B12 to make DNA, the genetic material found inside your cells. If you don't have enough B12, you'll often become anemic, and your cells may not divide properly, causing a range of different health problems. 3. Skin health. When you have enough iron and B12, your red blood cells reach the surface of your skin, giving it a healthy tone and colour. But when you're lacking in red blood cells, there is less hemoglobin, causing the skin to appear pale, lifeless, and with a slight yellow tone. 4. Protecting the nerves. Many people become deficient in vitamin B12 when they don't consume enough meat or fish in their diet. This is very common in vegans and vegetarians, for example. A lack of B12 can cause the coating around your nerves called myelin to degrade, and this causes problems like tingling, burning, stabbing, or shooting pains in the body, especially in the feet or the hands. Those of you who are on a plant-based diet should be supplementing using chlorella, an algae-based form of vitamin B12. 5. Protects heart and arteries. Vitamin B12 also works with other nutrients like B6 and folate to lower something called homocysteine and convert it into methionine. Essentially, this is helping to keep your veins and your arteries healthy, lowering the risk of cardiovascular disease, strokes, or heart problems. Number 6 is energy production. If you don't have enough B12, you'll often suffer from fatigue, tiredness, and sometimes pale skin. This is because B12 helps the energy factories in your cells called the mitochondria to generate energy. B12 also helps your body to convert carbohydrates from your food into glucose, which is then used for energy. If you're finding this information helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe, and turn all notifications on so that I may keep you updated with the latest health and nutrition tips. Moving on to number 7, psychological health. Imagine that your brain needs lots of oxygen to work properly, so it needs a healthy supply of red blood cells to carry that oxygen to it. Without enough B12, your red blood cells often become misshaped, and this can lead to memory problems and poor concentration. B12 deficiencies have also been linked with depression and anxiety. Number 8. Eye health. A deficiency in vitamin B12 can weaken the nerves and the blood vessels of the eyes, leading to poor eyesight and blurriness in the field of vision. Getting more B12 and iron from whole food sources, however, like liver or beef, can help to nourish the eyes along with vitamin A. This can also lower the risk of developing macular degeneration as you get older. Benefit number 9 is nail growth. Vitamin B12 also helps to supply the nail matrix with oxygen, producing strong, smooth, and healthy nails. If your nails begin to develop deep ridges, this could sometimes mean that you need more B12 in your diet. 10. Preventing infections. You need a good amount of oxygen and red blood cells to keep your immune system high and reduce the risk of infections from things like viruses, bacteria, and the common cold. You also need zinc, vitamin D, A, and a range of other nutrients to work with the B12 to keep your white blood cells working as they should be. 11. Oral health. B12 also plays a role in supplying oxygen to the tissues in your mouth, throat, and the inside layer of your digestive system. This can help to prevent mouth problems like ulcers, which are canker sores, and a shiny, swollen red tongue, which often occurs in people with a B12 deficiency. If you're a vegetarian, you have pernicious anemia or some type of digestive damage, taking a methylcobalamin supplement can help to overcome these problems. 12. Preventing birth defects. It's very important for pregnant women to meet their vitamin B12 requirements, as this is essential for fetal brain development and preventing neural tube defects in the child. B12 levels often fall by around 30% by the third trimester, which raises the chances of having miscarriage, so you need to keep these levels up. Nursing mothers who are breastfeeding also need B12 to produce nutrient-rich breast milk for the infant. 13. Detoxification. Your body also uses a type of B12 called hydroxocobalamin to bind to harmful substances like cyanide and transport them out of the body. Larger injections of this are sometimes used in hospitals to treat burn victims suffering from smoke poisoning, as it can help to clear out the toxins in their body. And 14 is muscle health. By supporting the nervous system and protecting the nerves against oxidative damage, B12 helps to keep your muscles healthy. People who exercise frequently also need to be keeping their B12 intake high, as they will require more oxygen than those who are sedentary and not very active. So let's take a look at 6 common symptoms of a B12 deficiency. You may develop pale skin around the face, inner eyelids and gums. Deeper than normal vertical ridges may begin to appear on the nails. You may have pins and needles because of the lack of B12 causing nerve problems. You may get a smooth red tongue that becomes a little swollen or enlarged. A fast heart rate is a symptom, which may mean that your red blood cells aren't working properly. And you may also get weird cravings for things like ice, clay or dirt, and this is very common in vegans and those with a severe B12 deficiency. Now, if you have any of these symptoms, you can go to your doctor and ask for a serum B12 test to measure the level of vitamin B12 in your blood. Alternatively, you may want to use a home test kit from our sponsor Let's Get Checked to test your B12 levels at home. These kits are very easy to use. You simply need to take a few drops of blood from your finger and send it off to the lab for analysis. You can use the link below and the code RyanTaylor25 at checkout to get a special 25% discount. Although your B12 levels may be showing high on some blood tests, sometimes it still isn't being absorbed properly by your cells, causing deficiency symptoms. But don't worry, we have some steps that you can take to boost your B12 levels and its absorption. How to raise vitamin B12 levels. Please remember that this video is for educational purposes only, so please speak with your doctor if you have any medical concerns at all. Eat foods rich in B12. Eat grass-fed organ meats like beef liver and kidney, beef steaks, clams, oysters, shellfish, sardines, eggs, oily fish, and European cheeses to get your B12. Also, be sure to chew your food thoroughly and mix it with saliva, as this contains haptocorin, aiding B12 absorption. Plant-based B12. If you're a vegan, consume chlorella powder. This is a dried sea algae which is a natural source of vitamin B12. You can also get small amounts of B12 from the bacteria on unwashed organic vegetables and mushrooms. 3. Improve digestion. Before meals, drink a glass of water mixed with 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. You could also take a digestive enzyme supplement which contains some bile, pancreatin and betaine hydrochloride. These digestive aids help to activate intrinsic factor and pepsin, which are essential to absorb B12 and proteins in the small intestine. 4. Heal the stomach. If you have stomach ulcers or gastritis, make sure to avoid the acidifiers. Instead, you'll want to drink cabbage juice, wheatgrass juice, or take L-glutamine to heal the ulcers first. This can help to prevent bleeding in the stomach, which is a common cause of B12 deficiencies. Once you're healed, you can resume improving the stomach acid from step 3. And 5. B12 supplements. Consider taking a natural supplement called methylcobalamin and make sure to avoid the cyanocobalamin, which is synthetic. If you're also taking folic acid, switch to methylfolate to prevent it from interfering with B12 assimilation. There are also some other symptoms of a B12 deficiency to watch out for, so if you'd like to learn about these, go ahead and tap on the video that I've put on your screen now. Thank you so much for watching another of my videos. I wish you great health, wealth, and happiness.